When I woke up the next morning, I felt anything but great. Even though I was slowly returning to consciousness, my body felt heavy and I couldn't move. I'm sure it was partly due to sleeping on a hard wooden floor. Yeah, that doesn't sound comfortable. But there was also a psychological factor. I was sleeping in the shrine, the house of the gods. Oh god, that's scary. But what bothered me most was the heat. Huh? It was scorching. It was as if I was being steamed to death. Is the shrine on fire? And what was that smell? It reminded me of that scent when you open a can of lamp oil. Lamp oil? I jumped to my feet. Oh shit, this looks like... There's like an oil can on the floor there. And found myself in a sea of flame. Wait, is this real? The shrine is on fire? Again? I was completely surrounded. The altar was the only place still untouched by the flames. This is not real, right? Ugh. I'd inhaled some smoke the moment I stood up, and it made me dizzy. I told myself to calm down. There had to be a way to escape. This is... what? I crouched down and surveyed my surroundings. There were two options: run through the flames, out the front door, or head further into the building. Ow! Ugh! A few scraps of burning wood fell down, scorching my back. Sure, whatever. Just my back. Fortunately, wait, didn't at some point... Wasn't it some point that we actually had something with our back after like one of the many quote-unquote dreams we had when we were asleep during like one of the other routes? Fortunately, I was the only one inside, so it was easy to find my answer. The shrine entrance looked as if it could collapse at any moment. I shut my eyes firmly and started running. Sara stops sweeping and walks towards me, carrying her bamboo broom in one hand. For some reason that sounded really weird. Bamboo broom. Bamboo broom. Huh? So, that wasn't a real fire. For some reason we felt it though. A nightmare? This is so weird. What is going on? Like, obviously the only time of there having been a fire was 5 years ago, right? And if you count the Sara route as well, right? Later in the Sara route, as part of sort of the cycle, that the fire starts again. Well, Sara actually starts the fire then, but like, is that just like a vision of a connection that we have with the shrine or something? Or like, why did we envision that? Because clearly it's not real. I turn around and look back. The shrine looks exactly the same as it did yesterday. Oh, it was just a dream. I look down at my body, but there are no scorch marks on any of my clothes. It's quite the opposite, actually. My clothes are drenched with sweat. Well, rightio, we're just gonna strip right in front of Sara? Oh, you know, it's wet and stuff. I don't want to wear it when it's wet, with sweat. I just thought I'd hang it out to dry somewhere. What, are you body shaming me? Whoa! The sight of a man's body shimmering with sweat. Too much for a young maiden like you to handle, huh? Wow, you don't like the sight of man boobs? Is that it? Ugh. Sara swings her broom around recklessly, trying to ward me off. Ah! The brush hit my nipple! It's brushing against my nipple! Ah, that hurts! Huh? She stopped attacking me. Wait, what? Do I have to... Whoa. My back? Do we actually have the cinch marks or like the scars or whatever? I reach around and my fingertips touch something strange. Yeah, but we already had that, right? I think I already had it, but has it always been this big? Has it become bigger because of that dream? Like, this is weird, right? It's as if we interacted with something in a different world, but it didn't have any impact on this world, right? Because, like, clearly there wasn't a real fire here, right? The shrine is in tip-top perfect shape condition, but somehow we were, I don't know if you were like in an alternate timeline or universe or whatever, but like the thing that I'm trying to get at, right, is that like for some reason we saw and it seemed as if we were in a place where there was a fire in this shrine, but it didn't actually happen in this world. But for some reason we have we have physical proof on our body of us having sort of interacted with that other shrine area where the fire actually was. Like, because it seems like it has gotten bigger, right? So that means that it has only happened just now, right during that dream when like the shit fell, the wood just sort of fell on our back, the burning wood. Oh yeah, that's right. I got burned on my back in the dream that I had just now.
どんな夢を見てらしたんですか?
I'm not sure how to explain, but I thought that the shrine was on fire when I woke up. It was an incredibly vivid dream. The smell of lamp oil, the flames spreading in front of my eyes, the heat on my back. That's why it almost feels as if we're not... Are we like traveling when we're asleep? Are we sort of like traveling between different timelines or something like that, right? Because the thing about dreams is that like dreams can seem really real, right? But I don't think you have any of the sensation of like touch, smell, those kinds of things, right? I'm pretty sure you don't experience that during your dreams. Now, I for the life of me can't remember the last time I've dreamt, so but I really don't think that those are sensations that you feel or like that you experience while you're dreaming, right? It's sort of like it all plays itself in your head. That's what it seems like. And like you see it kind of, right? But that's kind of the only sensation. That's it. You don't smell things. You don't really actually like feel the touch, the sensation of touch and other things. So but for some reason we are experiencing that though, which makes it seem that it's not just a dream or not just a regular dream. When I try to remember, it feels more like an actual memory than a dream. So what, are we like traveling in our memories while we're dreaming, but we're actually like traveling through it as if we're physically experiencing it again? Oh, what? Was it really just a dream?
夢を侮ってはいけませんよ。心と体は2つで1つですから。強く心で念じれば、肉体に変化が現れることもあると聞きます。
Oh yeah, I know. False pregnancies and stuff, right?
どうして刹那さんはそういう下世話な例を。
Hey, it's not vulgar at all. It's a perfectly natural part of human life.
要するにですね、刹那さんは夢で経験した火傷を現実に変えたんです。
Is my mind that strong? Oh, I see. I understand it now. My mind somehow created a scar on my back from the dream that I had of fire falling on my back. I have the power to realize my dreams. Boys, be ambitious. If I don't think this is the case, right? But imagine if we do have the power to realize your dreams, and we're wasting it away dreaming about fires and shit. Dude, you can dream the most amazing things and actually realize those dreams. And you're wasting it on goddamn fucking scary dreams where like there's fire and almost death and shit like that. Dream something better, dude. Indeed, be ambitious.
それはそうと、早く服を着ていただけますか?
Why? Why? You're scared of my nipples, Sarah? Is that it? Huh? But things were just getting good. Oh, I think my nipples were like getting hard.
リンネさんもそろそろ起きられる頃かと。刹那と寝言で繰り返していましたので、顔を見せに行ってはどうですか?
would that really do the trick? Just seeing my face?
心と体は一つですから。
I guess.
昨日うちに転がり込んできた時よりはよっぽど刹那らしい顔をしていると思いますよ。
Wait a second. Body and soul, they're two sides of the same coin. That really reminds me of something that Karen said, right? She said that, like, physically I don't look like Setsuna, the Setsuna. I didn't smell like the Setsuna, but for some reason I make her think of that Setsuna. Are we like a reincarnation of that other Setsuna? Right? That, like, Setsuna's soul is in our body, right? So it's the soul of Setsuna in a different body that's not actually Setsuna's body. Therefore, Rinne does not physically recognize Setsuna, but she kind of recognizes the soul. Could that be it? That's I don't know. For some reason, that sentence, body and soul, they're two sides of the same coin, reminded me of that when Rinne said that. But then it goes all into, like, the whole reincarnation thing. How the fuck does that even work? Thanks, Sara. I stop in front of the door, close my eyes, and take a deep breath. Alright, I'm ready. Good morning, Rinne! Oh, she's still sleeping. She's not even, like, moaning, Setsuna, Setsuna. She's still asleep? Oh shit, did we wake her? Oh, is she waking up? Yeah, probably because we, like, fucking yelled, like, good morning!
もう食べられない。
You were dreaming about eating? Is there anything more cliched you can say in your sleep? Oh well, if she's having a nice dream, I might as well let her doze for a bit longer.
許して。もうトウモロコシは嫌。
I know exactly what she's dreaming about. She's dreaming about being force-fed corn by Sara right now. She's like, no, I've already had 7 corns of cobs. Please, please, I physically can't eat anymore, Sara. Please. Wait, it's a nightmare? Oh yeah, we had a full-course corn dinner last night.
お肉が
I want some meat too. Give me some meat. I understand how she feels, but is that really something to be begging for? And didn't she say that she preferred fish yesterday? Yes, she did just say that to cast herself in a better light. Yeah, you really do. You're a meat lover, huh?
刹那の作った豚しゃぶがいいの。
You want, like literally my pork shabu shabu, or are we, like, you know, hinting at something here, Rinne? Wait, is she nibbling on me? Ow! That's not food! That's my arm! Well, that's... You can make shabu shabu out of my arm, maybe? Rinne looks around with a dazed expression before focusing her gaze on me.
おはよう、刹那。
Yeah, good morning, I guess. You know, as I'm staring at the teeth marks in my arm. Damn it, she's so cute, yeah. You know, despite the 7 different teeth marks that are deep inside my skin right now, I'll forgive her.
やっぱり刹那じゃない。
I love that she always has to correct herself, like automatically. Yeah, he's Setsuna. Wait, no, you're not Setsuna. Turn. I take that back. She's not cute at all.
やり直し。起きるところからやり直し。
What the heck, really? You're still gonna say Setsuna, and you know it.
ほら、あなたのセリフから。
Are you really fake waking up again just so you can say correctly good morning, not real Setsuna? Rinne lies back down, rolls over, and closes her eyes again. Good morning, Rinne? This time, she sits up immediately.
おはよう、あなた。
Oh, you. That's how you're gonna call me? You. makes it sound like you're flirting with me.
夫婦？何それ、バカみたい。
Yeah, hoo-hoo. I don't even know. Hoo-hoo. She still doesn't want to look at me? Ridiculous, huh? She's right. I certainly can't imagine it. Yeah, her hoo-hooing with me? Is that really a word? Hoo-hoo? How do you spell that? Hoo-hoo. But if Rinne and I stay on this island, we may both eventually fall in love with someone here and marry them. And if I have the option to choose my partner when the time comes, then I already know my answer. Who would it be? Hey, Rinne, how about...
やり直し。もう一回。
Oh my god, you want to do it again? I know. You want Setsuna, don't you? No matter how many times we repeat this, you won't be satisfied until I'm him. Until I'm Setsuna, right? By the way, after I wished you good morning, you said you wanted pork shabu shabu in your sleep. Don't forget that part.
私、そんなこと言ってたの？
Yep, you said you wanted meat. You wanted meat badly. You wanted my meat. Yeah, a 2-hour all-you-can-eat course, you said.
嘘よ嘘。絶対嘘。
Okay, fine, you didn't say that part. Was it that obvious?
もう、バカ。
Turn. So, alright, one more time, alright? Yeah, ready, take 3, and action! I know it won't lead to anything, but can't I at least believe that it might?
もういいわ。なんだか疲れちゃっ
Oh,
た。
no third take? Okay then. Mightn't the future simply come to me if I keep fooling around like I always do? Is that really a word? Mightn't? Like might not? I have never heard of like that word. Might. That's actually a word. Holy shit. Mightn't. Might not. You mightn't believe it, but I saw him stop a fight. That's what it says on Google. If it's on Google, it's gotta be right. I've really never heard that. Is it a contraction? I don't know, but like, I guess sort of shortened or combination of words. Like, wouldn't, that's an obvious one. Would not, couldn't, could not, mightn't, might not. I mean, technically it works. It's just not something I've ever heard, right? I feel like it's rarely ever used, but okay, interesting. Learned something new today. Mightn't there be a future? Wow, we're just gonna keep using that word now, right? Mightn't there be a future in which Rinne and I are family? Alright, let's head home then. We can't keep on bothering Sara forever, yeah. She mightn't not like it. I stretch out my hand towards Rinne. However, Rinne doesn't move to grab it.
ねえ、今日の天気は？
I mean, there's a window behind you. Her face clouds over, the exact opposite of today's forecast. It looks like it's going to be another dazzlingly bright day.
じゃあ、帰らない。
What? Believing is the first step. Are we just gonna stay here now? Is this our new home? But I still don't know what the next step is. We'll just do what we can for now. Don't worry, it'll be overcast by this afternoon, and then there will be a big storm. Call it 6 cents.
またあなたは適当なことを。昨日の天気予報じゃそんなこと言ってなかったわよ。
Who are you gonna believe? Like actual meteorologists that go on the fucking news, huh? And talk about the weather forecast? Or some random idiot that just makes shit up? Obviously the latter one. But I'm sure the gods will make it so, if they're watching us now. I have nothing to back that up. Well, you know, I slept in the house of the gods last night in that shrine, so I have a special connection with the gods right now. In particular, the weather god. So me and him have like a deal of just like, you know, later today, let's make it storm and stuff. And he was like, I got you, dude. And he fist bumped me then. I don't even know if there are any gods. But still.
そうね。そうかもしれないわね。
There has to be something for us to believe in, some place for us to take our next step. Sara said that the only person able to understand Rinne's feelings was the one bearing the name Setsuna. Yesterday, I didn't have the right to carry that name, but maybe I'll manage to understand Rinne's feelings today, or at least some fraction of them. So if we're no longer bearing the name of Setsuna, how are we called now, right? Like, Rin kind of called us you, but how are other people gonna call us? Well, considering Sara still called us Setsuna, I guess we're still gonna go by that name. I wish the sun would just go away. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. But, you know, gotta keep going, especially because I feel like we're on the verge, right? Like, these are how the routes generally sort of go. Like, the beginning tends to just like, ooh, you know, a little bit of romantic aspect to it. At some point, like, a little bit of crazy starts to leak through, and then boom, at some point it's going all fucking crazy. And I feel like we're on the cusp, right on the cusp of like all the craziness just like fucking pouring out. Right now it's just kind of leaked through a little bit here and there, you know? But but soon it's just like, it's gonna be like a flood of craziness. Drops of sweat run down my jaw and drip onto the roof boards. They evaporate immediately, leaving behind a salty little stains. It's too hot. Though I'm wearing work gloves, the metal plates, which have been baking in the sun, are hot as hell, and there's no shade around here. Why do I have to repair your roof under the blazing sun like
約
this?
束したはずです。体で支払うと。
Oh, that's what you meant? Physical labor? I hear Sarah's voice coming from below. Honestly, I'd rather just fucking whore my body out to you, Sara. I would much rather do that than work under this blazing sun. God damn it.
それに、屋根の修理をすると言い出したのはせつなさんです。
Oh, did I? What the fuck? What an idiot am I? Well, I did, but only because it's better than making more voodoo dolls. You realize you just called me Setsuna, right? I hear Rin's voice coming from somewhere down below as well. Alright, time for Daddy to get this done. Why did we call ourselves Daddy? Oh, there you go, she realized. I don't think I can do it after
終
all.
わったらお昼にしましょう。お礼と言ってはなんですが、特別にトウモロコシ食べ放題です。
Oh wow, great, that's exactly what I wanted. More fucking corn. Oh, really?
何かおっしゃいましたか？
Nothing, I'll do my
お
best.
昼はリンネさんにお願いしてありますから、期待しておきましょう。
It doesn't matter who makes the lunch because it's still gonna be 90% corn. I wasn't expecting the roof to be exactly well maintained, but it's a lot worse than I thought. There are patches of rust all over the place. If I don't do this properly, it's probably going to leak. Oh man.
お疲れ様です。そろそろお昼にしますか？
No, not yet. I'm almost done, but I've run out of nails. Do you have any more?
五寸釘でよければいくらでもありますが。
15? It's probably better if I don't ask why you have so many of them. Yeah. Probably has nothing to do with her voodoo dolls and shit, right?
商売道具ですから。
Tools of the trade, sure. Yeah, I didn't ask, but what do you mean by your trade?
一言で言えば、夢を売る仕事でしょうか。
Dreams? I don't think those are the kind of dreams shrine wieners are supposed to be selling.
道具一式貸し出し付きで、一人につき5000円。完全お任せコースで1万円で受けたまわります。
Jeez, seriously? So, do you get any clients?
ぼちぼちは、発電機のオイル代程度にはなります。
Really? There are actually enough gullible people that believe in that shit? What an enterprising 16-year-old. I know a certain 23-year-old who could take a cue from her. Oh, no, you didn't! Well, I know a certain 23-year-old that could, use some cooking lessons, too. She's no match. Well, the best way to learn is through experience. It's perfectly possible to master anything you're bad at with some practice. It can even become your specialty. It's important not to give up when you fail. Just keep on trying and learn from your mistakes. I feel like that's the part, right? It's just getting good at something is not about necessarily being talented or gifted at it or right. It's all just about determination. That's all it comes down to. Because, you know, whether you're doing something right now that you're actually good at some point you weren't good at it, right? At some point you fucking sucked at it. And the only reason you got better is because you kept on trying, learned from your mistakes, right? You failed at some point, but it didn't stop you from pursuing it and trying to become better, or at least doing it more, right? And most people, at some point, when they fail, they just give up, and that's usually just sort of where everything ends, right? It's just like, if you don't give up, at some point you'll reach a point where you're actually just kind of become pretty good at it, at least compared to the average person. So, that's all it comes down to it, right? Fuck talent, fuck all the other shit, it's just persistence. That's all you need. It helps that there's no one more persistent than her. Maybe we are actually cut out for this kind of lifestyle. I mean, we won't get any life experience holed up in that luxury mansion all day.
何を言い出すかと思えば、私はごめんですよ。
I'll pay you with my body. In the other way, wink wink.
いかがわしい意味なのでしょう。
Maybe? No. The dirtiest sense.
全力でお断りです。
Wow, really? You're just gonna say no? To a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity like that, Sarah? Wow! Anybody, all the girls would be lucky to have that offer. And you're just gonna decline it like that? She has no sense of humor whatsoever.
さすがにそろそろ帰っていただきませんと。クオンさんも心配されるでしょうし。
I mean, you said that yesterday, right? That I should go home? Kuon? Oh, we forgot about Kuon. Crap! I forgot to contact her! What about her morning coffee and breakfast and all that shit?
ご安心ください。今朝、巡回に来た駐在さんにことづてを頼んでおきましたので。
Oh, thank God, okay. Oh, thanks. Sorry about that.
とはいえ、無断外泊をした事実は変わりませんので、早めに戻られた方がよろしいかと。
Without permission? It's not like I need to ask Mommy Kuon for permission, though, do I? Maybe she'll forgive me if I really go for it. Prostrate myself to the ground. I need to apologize to Karen, too, for messing up after she gave me all that advice.
駐在さん情報によると、お姉ちゃんは今日はデートだそうですよ。
What? Karen is out on a date? A date? Karen?
スバルお兄ちゃんが帰省してきたので、二人で出かけるのだとか。
Oh, the brother. Oh, right. Yeah, she really loves her big brother, doesn't she?
そろそろ兄離れをしてほしいものですが。
Sara, who's looking up at the sky, suddenly freezes in place. I follow her gaze out toward the ocean, noticing dark clouds above the horizon, which definitely weren't there a moment ago. Didn't I tell you it's gonna storm, it's gonna fucking rain, it's gonna pour?
胸口はここまでにして、早めに終わらせましょう。
I mean, as I'm speaking right now, it actually rains outside. And actually, when I was like biking home earlier too, it wasn't like, it's fucking March, right? It's like March, I don't know, like 10-ish March or whatever, right? And there was fucking wet snow. Like, it was not snow that actually like persisted on the ground, because it was both raining and there was wet snow. They were like, those were pretty big like snow flakes. They were just like falling out of the sky. But yeah, it was pretty wet. But that kind of surprised me, because I remember too, like I was watching outside before I actually left, and I saw like those pretty big wide specks falling out of the sky, and I was like, wait, am I imagining that? Is it really fucking like kind of snowing right now in the middle of March? I'm sure it's like snowed in March before, but it's still considered pretty late, right, for it to snow right now. So yeah, that kind of freaked me out earlier today. But anyway, here, see? Oh, we hear the drip drops, yeah. I predicted it. My sixth sense wasn't lying. The darkening sky spurs us to finish the roof repairs as quickly as we can. It starts drizzling just as we're done. Ah, shit, it's pouring. And by the time we had our lunch, the drizzle has turned into a downpour. Ah, this is looking bad. We should have gone home before it started raining.
いえ、今からでも遅くはありません。お早めに戻られるべきです。
You crazy? I'm not gonna leave in this weather.
そうね。それがいいわ、せつな。
What did you call me?
それがいいわ、あなた。
Man? That's how you call me, man? I want to tell her to just call me Setsuna. That it's embarrassing this way, but I hold my tongue. If I said something like that now, we'd just end up repeating the same arguments. She looks fairly okay now, but I'm pretty sure that she's barely keeping herself together. If I say anything wrong, she'll break down in a heartbeat. Something about the girls' reaction to the rain bothers me. Especially Sara. She's been acting weird ever since she noticed those clouds on the horizon. At first, they just look like the sort of big fluffy clouds that you'd see almost every day in summer. Did you realize it was going to rain?
空気と言いますか、匂いと言いますか、あくまで経験則でしかないのですが、おそらく間もなく嵐が訪れます。
A storm? Now that she mentions it, it has gotten a little windy.
この時期になると毎年なのよ。朝は晴れてるのに、午後から急に大嵐になるの。
I mean, yeah, that happened in the other routes too, right?
この島に住む人間にとっては常識です。
So it's just like a yearly occurrence. Seems like it. I see. That explains why I'm the only one who couldn't tell.
それで、せつなさんはいつから予期されていたのですか？
I don't know, Sixth Sense? Huh?
屋根の修理をするだなんて、住んでいる私ですら気づかなかったことを。
What? I just happened to notice that it was all rusted. Yeah, and like I said, right, I needed to repair with my body.
そういえば、今朝も嵐になるなんて言ってたわよね。
Yeah. Huh. I did say that. Didn't know I'd be right. I'm sure that was just wishful thinking. Oh, was it really? Wait, what? This image, though. This is from the Sara route. Right? When she was actually... When she's cooking the Maya soup. The Maya chicken soup. Did I really not know there would be a storm today? But this is from the Karen route. When she's like chilling with her brother, and I thought she was like... Well, not cheating on me, but I thought like she already moved on really quickly with some other dude. After kind of breaking up with me. Why are we seeing these images? As if they're like memories. What?
まあいいわ。そんなことより、早く帰りましょう。海がしけ始めたら、帰り道も危ないわよ。
What? Should I really disregard my premonition as mere coincidence? You're right. We don't have time to discuss it in detail. Mostly, I'm just trying to convince myself. Rinne and I stand up and start to head outside. Though I'm sure we're both equally reluctant to leave. We simultaneously stop in our tracks.
実は私、昨日お二人の話を聞いてからずっと考えていたことがあるんです。
What's that?
あまりにも口頭無形なので、口にするべきかどうか悩んでいたのですが。
Oh, is Sara gonna come with some crazy theory? Lay it on me, girl, lay it on me! The sound of the rain on the other side of the door gets louder and louder. The storm is on its way.
お二人は、運命を信じていますか？
Destiny. I'm at a loss for words at Sara's sudden question. But Rinne answers before I have a chance to open my mouth.
信じてるわ。
Wow, that was quick. There isn't a trace of hesitation in her words.
せつなさんは？
I guess there's no need for her to ask. I believe too. I decided to believe in Rinne. We're just a follower, right? We're gonna follow Rinne. She says she believes, I'll believe too.
私は、運命とは、気が遠くなるほどの偶然の積み重ねだと思っています。
I mean, you gotta say, right, that like, it is sort of a recurring theme throughout all of the routes, throughout the entire story so far, right? Fate, destiny, right? With this, like, not only the routes itself and how the routes themselves progress, but like, just the story of the island itself, the legend of things. Like, it's all sort of surrounding and connected to this notion of fate and destiny of that existing.
そして偶然を積み重ねた結果、限りなくゼロに近い確率でしか起こり得ないことが起きるのが奇跡だと信じています。
I take a moment to let Sarah's words sink in. Coincidence and destiny aren't polar opposites. Destiny arises from a network of coincidences, some of which might even be premeditated. They're two sides of the same coin, and people's interpretation of certain events may depend on which perspective they view them from.
考えたことはありませんか？もしあの時何かが違っていれば違う今があったのではないかと。
Sure.
想像したことはありませんか？もしあの時違う行動をとっていれば違う自分がいたのではないかと。
Like the choices in a visual novel, for example? Yeah, all the time. Something as simple as a change in wind direction could easily have brought forth a completely different future. Is that why we, like, saw those images of, like, an image of the Sara route, an image of the Karen route? It's all, like, coming together? Is that knowledge? The thing is, right? The thing how like most of those stories, how just visual novels go in general, right? Like, yes, you have these sort of, you know, different choices, branching paths, depending on which choices you make, right? Different results because of said choices that you make. But every time, let's say, for example, right, you have to go, like, you have to pick, like, 3 correct choices to enter a certain specific character's route. And once you end up in the route, you'll just play it till the end, right? And when you restart the game again, you go to a certain point, pick 3 other options correctly to go in another character's route, and then play that specific character's route, right? But you all, at least I, right, when I do like let's plays of it, I always just approach it with like not having the knowledge of having played the previous route, right? Let's say if you did play character A's route before you enter character B, right? The way that you approach the story, or at least the way the character in the story approaches things, is as if it's never experienced whatever happened in character A's route, right? It's just as if it's just experiencing character B's route. It's never even thought of experience or having experience in a different timeline, the route of character A, blah blah blah, right? But it makes it sound as if right here, right now, Setsuna in this story actually has taken those memories of the different routes with him. Right? As if Setsuna in the story, even if you restart at a certain point and then enter a different character's route, the knowledge of having gone through Sarah's route, having gone through Karen's route, somehow is with him. Even though it's like somewhere deep down inside of him. Because that's why he's... Right? Because having gone through both of those routes before, during which at a certain point, it always storms. It happens both during the Sara route, both during the Karen route. And because of that, because of the knowledge that we have taken with us from those other routes, we seem to now, even though it's a deep sixth sense feeling, it somehow subconsciously made us remember or think that, like, wait, it's gonna storm right now, because it has stormed in the other 2 routes. That's kind of what it feels like. Now, I could just be, like, fucking metaing myself way too hard right now, but that's kind of what it feels like. I don't know if Sarah's gonna go down a similar route or path with her conclusion or with her theory or whatever. But that's what I feel like she's gonna say, or something along those lines. We're talking about the butterfly effect, in other words.
人生にはいくつもの岐路があり、時には私たちの選択に委ねられることもあります。
You're right, you're wrong, I don't know. I'd say that's right. That's right. We have freedom of choice. Maybe not always, but at important crossroads in life, we're definitely able to make our own decisions.
もちろんその選択が未来に何の影響も与えない場合もあるでしょう。しかし多くの場合、私たちの選択によって未来は変わります。
There isn't just one future open to us, and there are just many possible destinies as there are futures.
そこには異なる運命があり、異なる私たちがいます。
There may be a version of me who chose to stay on the island, and one who chose to leave. Kind of, right? In the Karen route, we kind of left the island. In the Sara route, we stayed on the island. A version of me who's still alive, and one who's dead. I don't remember. Well, we did die during one of the bad endings in the Sara route. One who chose to live with Rinne, and one who chose somebody else. An infinite number of Setsunas. Who could judge which was the real one? Whether the others were fakes? Which version of me can make that judgment?
平行世界、パラレルワールドといった方が想像しやすいでしょうか。そこには違う選択をした私たちがいます。
But it's all a matter of perspectives, right? Even if in parallel universes, when you're in your own timeline, you're gonna consider you yourself to be the Setsuna, the version of Setsuna that's the correct one or whatever, right? You're not gonna think like, I made the wrong choice in this parallel universe, so I guess in the other timeline, I hope the real Setsuna is having a better time over there. Maybe there's a Setsuna somewhere whose dreams came true. And maybe there's one whose dreams brought him to ruin. Maybe even one who has found an even bigger dream to chase, or who couldn't figure out what his dream was to begin with. I understand what you're trying to say, but what's the point of even thinking about it? That's the thing, right? Like, it may be like a fun thing to sort of think about for a little while, but like, there's no way, for at least as far as we know, in our real world, I'm not talking about the story right now, maybe in the story we can, but like in the real world, we can't potentially even influence or enter those other parallel universes or timelines or whatever, right? So there's no point even thinking about it, of like, yeah, what if in another timeline, another parallel universe, I have a much better future. Like, yeah, okay, it might be true, but there's no way of knowing. There's no way of influencing or there's no way that even impacts your current timeline or that you are in right now. So like, what's the point of even kind of thinking about it? I can't say I haven't considered it though. Might there have been a different future if I'd been a different version of myself? But I think that's normal. Everybody sometimes imagines what their ideal self would look like, what kind of world they live in. And if those parallel universes do exist, they might as well be imaginary, because it's this world that we live in. Yep. We can... But this is the thing, right? I feel like somehow, maybe that we are able to sort of like go back and forth between different timelines or different parallel universes. We can admire or begrudge other universes all we want, but it won't have any influence on ours, precisely. In other words, there's no point in theorizing about it. If we can't attain those worlds for ourselves and see them with our own eyes, then they might as well not exist, yep.
では、影響を与えるのだとしたら。
How? How, Sara? Tell us how! Sara looks me straight in the eye. I can tell that she isn't joking around.
私、先ほどせつなさんとお話ししてからずっと違和感を感じていたんです。お姉ちゃんとスバルお兄ちゃんの仲がいいことをせつなさんはどこでお知りになりましたか？
Because I played the Karen route. That's why. I feel like... Because that's the thing, right? And that's what I was saying earlier. Why I think that, like, it sort of supposes as if Setsuna Or I feel like you could kind of insert yourself in Setsuna, right? Because when you, the person, I am playing this game and I am remembering the knowledge of having played this Karen route, right? So I sort of like, yeah, I remember her relationship with her brother, Subaru. But like, the character in the story, Setsuna himself, can't possibly know that. But we do, in some ways, and that's what she's trying to sort of reference here, right? This is getting meta as fuck. When did I learn about that? Well, when we played the Karen route, that's how we learned about it.
お姉ちゃんは未だに兄離れできない自分を気にしていました。そんなコンプレックスを自ら刹那さんに話すはずがないんです。
Not in this...
他ならぬ刹那さんに。
Not in this parallel universe, not in this timeline. What do you mean? No, I already know what she means.
今だからお話ししますが、お姉ちゃんはずっと刹那さんに好意を寄せていました。
Yep, and I went through a different parallel universe in which I made different choices, during which I ended up being with Karen, right? And experienced all that stuff, aka played the Karen route. That's right. Karen was hoping that I could take her to the mainland, since that's where she believes I come from. But now, she simply wants me to lay waste to her naive, childish dreams.
そんなお姉ちゃんが刹那さんの前で隙を見せるとは思えません。実を言うと、私も同じです。
But you do in your route.
刹那さんがこの島に来た時、この人なら私の理解者になってくれるのではないかと感じました。
Yep.
とっくに気づかれていましたよね。
Yep, because I played your route. I do. It really feels like... I never actually thought of it that way, but like... In some stories, you as the person playing the game, right, playing the visual novel, it's oftentimes where that you have to sort of kind of pretend to be that character in the story, right? But here it really feels like we are actually just sort of that person in the story, which then also it makes real kind of a lot of sense as well. That's quote-unquote Setsuna, the character in the story, the character that we're playing, is like a blank slate, right? Has amnesia, blah blah blah. I feel like that's actually a pretty cool reason behind it. Because they've incorporated it in such a way, tied all the stories together now in such a way as if like you, the person who's playing it, has experienced it all. So it's like you are actually the person. I am Setsuna. I really am kind of Setsuna. Because she wanted my help in diverting that destiny. I felt that the two of them needed me, and that's what gave me confidence. And it was that confidence that enabled me to try and persuade Rinne to come to her senses. Well, actually, it's more like the Rinne route was locked behind Karen and Sara's routes, but that's another way of putting it, sure. That I first had to sort of build up my confidence by playing the Rinne, playing the Sara and Karen route, to then eventually play the Rinne route.
以前、デジャブを感じたとおっしゃっていましたよね。
Oh, many times. Oh, yeah.
あれは平行世界の記憶だったのでは？
But you said it was caused by the brain.
それでは今朝の夢は？
Yep, I mean that's the thing, right? That dream from this morning, very similar to a particular moment in the Sara route. My dream? How does that relate to this?
燃えたのは平行世界の拝殿だったのではないですか？
Mm-hmm. That's a bit of a stretch. No, it's not. It literally happens in the Sara route.
嵐の到来を予知したのは？
That's also a thing that happens in the routes.
屋根が悪くなっているのを見抜いたのは？
That's because in Sara's route, I think, I don't remember this specifically, but in Sara's route, like her roof leaks, right?
マーヤのことを鶏だと知っていたのは？
Oh shit! I hadn't even considered that. See, this is what I mean. I just automatically, because I, the person, me, Luda, remembers, right? Maya is her chicken. But Setsuna, technically in the story, hadn't known that. This Setsuna, shouldn't know that unless he has the prior knowledge from having played the Sara route. But I just played along as if like, hey, yeah, Sara Maya, that's her chicken. Fuck, she fucking played me there actually, right? Yeah, fuck, I just totally went along with that. Like, you know, knowing Maya chicken name, but like, Setsuna's not supposed to know that. Is she saying that I already knew these things? Yup.
答えてください。私の体には一つあざがありますが。
Yeah, near your boob.
そ
I've never seen it. How would I know? I know exactly where it is.
答えてください。
I know, it's right there. Your chest, your butt? No, I know it's at your chest. Yep, there it is. It's on your chest.
やはりお見通しでしたか。このあざのことを知る人はおそらくこの島で私と刹那さんだけです。
Holy shit. Wait a second. I know. I must have sneaked into your room last night and taken off your clothes. Dude, what the fuck? You're kind of admitting, yeah, I you know, did some inappropriate things with you last night. That's a much better explanation.
警察に自首しに行くのと、このまま私の話の続きを聞くのと、どちらをお望みですか？
I would much rather stay here and continue this conversation, to be honest. Let's not, you know, hand myself into the lolly police. The latter, please. Yep. Sara lets out a big sigh before moving on.
まあ、信じるも信じないも自由です。私自身、まだ完全には信じられないでいますから。ですがここから先は、平行世界が存在するという前提でお聞きください。
The rain outside keeps intensifying. I guess we can't hope to escape the storm at this point. No, this storm lasts for quite a while. At least the rest of the day.
ここでの問題は、なぜ刹那さんが平行世界を知覚できたのかです。
Isn't that Ryugujo? Right. That's what's been bothering me. Assuming that parallel universes exist. How did I know what had happened in them?
平行世界とはいわば、あり得たかもしれない可能性です。本来であれば、情報のやり取りどころか、お互いの存在を知ることすらできないでしょう。
Right? We are actually a time traveler, right? We're a fucking time traveler. We playing this game, making all those choices, going back, making different choices, entering the Sara route, entering the Karen route, which are basically different parallel universes. We're a fucking time traveler. Fuck yeah. That's right. If that were possible, I'm sure it would cause a huge uproar here in this world.
つまり、世界の秩序が保たれている以上、そこには秩序を維持するためのシステムが存在していると考えられます。
An overarching system?
ただし、システムにも限界はあります。起こり得るはずのなかった不測の状況、誰も想定していなかった異常な事態に、システムは完全には対処できません。
In other words?
過去の改変によって誕生した平行世界です。時間を遡り、過去を改変すると、その時点以降の未来は大きく変わることになります。
Yep, literally just, you know, going back in the game, making a different choice, changing history.
これは偶然や人の選択によってわずかずつ分岐していく本来の平行世界とは比べ物にならないほどの大規模な枝分かれです。
Normally, parallel universes come into existence naturally, branching out like a large tree. However, changing the past unbalances that system.
そのような事態に対処するために、歴史には修正力があると言われています。
Does it?
一言で言えば、枝分かれした世界を強引に一つに収束させようとする力のことです。
Oh, really? So initially it sort of branches out, but at some point it's like gonna, you know, start branching together again. It's gonna, yeah, merge together. It's just like, it goes outwards and then they both go inwards again and meet at sort of the exact same point.
過去の改変によって発生した平行世界では、この歴史の修正力が働き始めます。
Huh. An effort to restore the history that was.
結果、平行世界観で情報の工作が起きた。
Intermingling of information. And that's exactly what we have, right? The intermingling of information between the different routes, the different parallel worlds. We have that in us.
せつなさんの身に起きた現象は過去が改変されたことによるサイドエフェクトなんです。
Side effecto. What is Sara trying to say? Does she mean that this world, our world, has had its history altered? Who could have done that? Sorry, my bad. That was me. Sorry. Who altered this world? And what did they change? Wait a minute. That still doesn't sound right. Why is the change only affecting me? If this is history trying to correct itself, shouldn't it affect other people as well? Or am I special in some way? What's so special about me then? Well, you're me. We're playing the game. We're controlling the story, I guess.
結論から言いましょう。過去を改変したのがせつなさんだからです。
That's true. We made the first choice in the game. We also went back and changed history, picked other choices. That's ridiculous. How could I have done that by restarting the game?
未来から来たとおっしゃっていたじゃないですか。
Like, there's so many similarities, right? Like, you can just sort of change a couple words with us just sort of literally playing the game, and it fits perfectly. I find that really cool. Because it's just like... It kind of seems like we as an outsider has sort of just affected this, like, as if the story, as if this game is like a real world in and of itself, and we have sort of been toying with it. We've been fucking with it, right? We've been messing up the history of the game, the story in a sense, right? We indeed did come from the future because we've progressed through the story, then went back, taking the knowledge from the future with us, changing different choices, altering different timelines, blah blah blah, right? Parallel timeline, parallel universes, all that shit. But which future? And why did I come here? I don't remember anything. I think it was all just a delusion. Still, why did I think that I'd come from the future?
この島には神隠しの噂話があることをご存知ですか？
Yeah? I don't think they're just rumors. There's someone right here who's been through it herself.
いえ、もっと昔からある噂話です。
What? Does she mean... who? Boryujima, that's the island, yeah, Boryujima. That was the name. Ryugujo is that weird thing in the ocean, right? That we saw in Karen's route. And at the end of Sara's route too. And that's the thing that Sara's mother was just sort of like looking for. Boryujima was the island. At some point I was like kind of confusing the two names. But yeah, Boryujima, that's the island. Where a witch was said to dwell.
よくご存知で。どなたから聞かれましたか？
Well, you did in your route. Some kids mentioned it when I woke up on the beach. Oh yeah, well that too in the beginning. Did they really? No, well, did they actually? I definitely remember Sara having told, you know, that was kind of a small part in Sara's story. Well, actually a pretty big part.
黒き島影が海に現れた時、災いがもたらされる。
Yeah, you go all crazy.
それは存在しないはずの島。島の出現と引き換えに存在するはずのものが一つ消える。
I've heard this before. Yep, that's what spiriting away is. Rinne forcefully tugs at my shirt. Yeah, I know. 5 years ago, Rinne and Setsuna washed up on an uninhabited island. Yep. And that's what I thought as well, right? I think I said Ryugujo back then, but like, what if they actually ended up on that uninhabited island is actually Boryujima? And while Rinne returned, Setsuna didn't.
さて、島が現れたり消えたりするとは、一体どういう現象でしょう？
I don't know. It's impossible for an island to actually move around. Could it be an islet so small that it's usually submerged by the tides? No, Rinne said that there were trees and even a cave. In that case, it must be pretty large. Huh? What was that? Something I've seen in a parallel universe? Or maybe...
この島とボウリュウ島の間には時空の揺らぎがあるのではないでしょうか。
I mean, that's what you would imagine, right? Because if we do go with the theory that Rinne and the other Setsuna, the uninhabited island that they were on for a day, was Boryujima, that there has to be a disturbance in space-time because a day on Boryujima is an equivalent to 5 years on this island. So, have I ever been to Boryujima?
今から5年前、1994年の2月末、リンネとセツナの2人はボリュー島に流れ着きました。島には一隻の小さなボート。乗れるのは1人だけでした。
I have to pee so fucking badly and I've been drinking water the entire time. Fuck, be right back. Okay, fuck, I'm back. Normally I would just hold it in, you know, but it just made me think about earlier in the story where they said, like, you know, where Setsuna told Rinne it was bad to hold in your pee, basically, because, you know, you get, like, a bladder infection or something. So, thinking of that, I was like, yeah, I really gotta pee right now. But we're back, let's continue. I told Sara about this yesterday, about Rinne's memories of that incident 5 years ago.
セツナは助けを求めるため、ボートに乗り、この島に戻ろうとしました。
Huh? Wait, what?
この時、彼は時空の揺らぎに飲み込まれました。彼が目を覚ました時にいた場所は、1999年6月のこの島でした。彼はすぐに気がつきます。自分が5年後の未来にやってきてしまったことを。
You're saying Setsuna returned here? No, that's not right. Rinne's the one who came back alive. I mean, Setsuna had a head injury.
いえ、彼は怪我なんてしていなかったんです。
He wasn't, but that's what Rinne said. How do you know that that's not what happened, Sara? You weren't there, right? What's she talking about?
結論を急がないでください。最後まで説明します。
Really? That's not what happened? If that's not what happened, if Setsuna didn't get injured, that means that Setsuna doesn't have a scar, which means that I could still be that Setsuna. I can still be Setsuna.
彼は島の人間に事情を説明し、島を挙げて、ボリュー島の探索が行われました。
But how does Sara know that this has happened? Even if this happened, this must have been in a different parallel universe though, right? But Sara did say herself that she's also from the future, or that she's like a time traveler. Fuck. She could be right here, right? Like, this is information she's not supposed to know, because if this has happened... Because what we know, right, in this timeline, in this parallel universe, Rinne returned here. Well, basically, everything that Rinne said, her story, is... We have to believe that that is what happened in this timeline, right? Because Rinne did return here. There was a 5-year gap during which she was missing, blah, blah, that whole thing. So, that is what must have happened in this parallel universe. But if Sara somehow has information of, like, something having happened differently, that means she must have gotten that information from a different parallel universe. And how could she have gotten that information and still be here in this particular parallel universe / timeline? She also somehow traveled through time. Right? That would be the only explanation for that. But let her just finish the story, I suppose.
小原家の跡継ぎのことですから、島の人間も動かざるを得なかったでしょう。
Okay.
私の想像では、この期間は約2ヶ月。
2 months?
そして1999年の8月、セツナは再びボリュー島にたどり着きます。しかしその時にはすでに、最初に2人が流れ着いてから5年半近くの年月が経過しています。おそらく、そこでセツナが目にしたのは、ボロボロに風化した白骨だったでしょう。
You saying that's Rinne? Rinne died? At Boryujima? Rinne?
セツナは後悔します。なぜあの時自分がボートに乗ってしまったのか。なぜあの時リンネを置いてきてしまったのか。
If he'd made a different decision back then, the future wouldn't have turned out the way it did.
そして気づくんです。もう一度時空の揺らぎを通れば1994年に戻れるのではないかと。
So this is the first time that Setsuna alters history. Right. If it functions as a portal between the present and 5 years ago,
過
then...
去に戻れば未来を変えられるのではないかと。刹那の考えは間違っていませんでした。
So that's why in Rin's story, Setsuna was so adamant about Rin being the one to get on that boat. Right? Because that Setsuna has already experienced in a different timeline that if he goes on that boat alone and at some point returns to Boryujima, Rin will die. He doesn't want that to happen, right? The whole reason why he went back in the first place was to save Rin. So that's why that happens. So Rin's memory is what happened, but that's the result of Setsuna having already gone back in time once before to undo Rin dying on Boryujima. But what does that mean? That Setsuna then ends up the one dying on Boryujima? Or
果
what?
たして彼は1994年のボーリュー島に戻り過去を変えることに成功しました。
Mm-hmm. So, the present we live in is the world that Setsuna altered 5 years ago. Yep. No, it wasn't Setsuna. Hey, Sara, who was it? Was it me? I came here from the future. What did I do? In order to save something or someone? What did I do after traveling back 5 years into the past? That was my mission.
それは
What did I do? Sara averts her eyes and swallows her words.
刹那
Huh? Rin, who's still holding my shirt, tightens her grip.
ねえ覚えてる？
I don't know.
ボーリュー島でホラー穴の前で倒れてた刹那を助けた時のこと。
I remember what you told me about it.
あの時刹那が私に言った言葉。刹那は私の顔を見て嬉しそうに笑ってね。リンネ無事だったのかって。
Ah, that's why he said that. He said, Rin, you're okay because he came back here, because before, right? He had the assumption that Rin died. Therefore, he feels something's wrong with her, and then he sees her alive again and he's happy. Rin, you're okay! Because the alternative was that she was dead before going back into the past. Now it makes sense why he says that. Rin, you're okay.
刹那まるであの島で私に会うのは初めてみたいな口ぶりだった。
So that's the time. That's that moment. Like that second before he says, like, Rin, you're okay. That's when the Setsuna returns from the other parallel universe.
それに
Or goes back in time, rather.
あの島で最初に刹那に会った時もどこか変だった。刹那は助けを呼んでくるって言って林の中に入っていった。何か様子がおかしかった。まるで私に隠し事をしてるみたいだった。
Yeah, he was hiding from you that you were gonna die.
ねえ、もしかして。
It explains why Setsuna was acting kind of strange, sure. Were they different? The Setsuna who Rin first met, and the Setsuna who collapsed. Were they two different people?
おそらくその最初に会った刹那というのが未来から戻ってきた刹那さんです。
It's a Setsuna from a different parallel universe? There were two Setsunas on Boryujima at the time. Yeah, because he came from a different parallel universe to that one. And he had to avoid the other Setsuna
時空の揺らぎはぴったり同じ時間を行き来するものではなかったのでしょう。
And that's why one doesn't have a scar, which would be me. So I am Setsuna after all.
過去から未来への移動はリンネさんが神隠しに遭っていた期間から考えると5年と約3ヶ月。一方未来から過去への移動は少なくとも5年と5ヶ月以上という計算になります。つまり同じ時間軸にセツナが2人同時に存在していた期間があるんです。
I don't care about the details. Setsuna traveled back to the past, saved Rinne, who'd washed up on the shore of Boryujima, and then disappeared again. But why? What was he trying to accomplish? He was trying to... so that she doesn't die? After that, Rinne ran into the Setsuna who'd gotten his head injured. And the Setsuna from the future didn't show himself to Rinne again. But during that one moment, there were 3 people in Boryujima. I'm going back to the past. The boat could only carry 1 person. And of course, I'll make sure to save you. Yep, that's why she was the only one that went on the boat. It was the only way. I swear, I'll kill Setsuna. The only way to save Rinne. Did I do it? So I attacked Setsuna to allow Rinne to get on the boat. Yep, we caused Setsuna to have that head injury so that Rinne would be the one to go on the boat, because otherwise that Setsuna was going to be the one that goes on the boat. So we altered history by attacking the other Setsuna so that he was unable to take the boat to leave Boryujima. So Rinne would have to be the one that leaves the boat, or takes the boat to leave Boryujima, and she would be the one that ends up living. But doesn't Setsuna die then in that parallel universe?
おそらく苦渋の選択だったのでしょう。
That's so weird. You attack yourself in a different timeline. Oh my god.
別の方法を試した可能性はあります。
Maybe I have, right? Maybe we have like Steinskate style, like gone through that same sort of, you know, when Mayushi dies, right? Where he just travels over and over again to try and prevent her from dying and tries many different things, but she always ends up dying one way or another. It's just something that's meant to happen. Maybe we tried many different things, and all the other options, all the other things that we've tried, all ended up with somehow Rinne dying, or Setsuna is the one that still is gonna take the boat, and then Rinne dies, blah blah blah. It's not the end result we wanted. So eventually we came to one solution during which Rinne does survive, and it just meant that we had to attack ourselves.
何度も何度もやり直したとも考えられます。しかし何度繰り返してもリンネを救えなかったのでしょう。
This is giving me real Steinskate vibes, yeah, for sure. Killing my past self was the only option I had left.
世界が決定的に分岐したのはセツナさんがその決断を下した瞬間です。そうして生まれたのがリンネさんが生き残った世界です。
And that is this one.
ボートに乗ったリンネさんは5年後へとつながる時空の揺らぎに飲み込まれ、1999年のこの島にたどり着きました。
And that's the world we live in, yep. This world with Rinne in it. But then why am I here? Wasn't I killed? That's the thing that confuses me, right? Like, me kind of killing myself, and that... doesn't that, like, I don't know. I don't think it, like, removes my existence entirely. Does it? Should it? I don't know. But yeah, why am I here? Because I am not the Setsuna of this parallel universe. So I am a Setsuna that came from a different parallel universe to here, but why? What is my purpose for being here?
ですが考えてみてください。セツナさんがいなければ過去は改変されませんでした。
The grandfather paradox. No, it's not quite that simple. There's a difference when you're going back to kill yourself.
そもそも本来なら過去へのタイムトラベル自体がありえないんです。因果律も物理法則も何もかもが崩壊しかねない異常事態なんです。歴史の修正力、あるいはもっと上位の何かによって可能な限り強制されるべき状況なんです。
The easiest thing would have been to make it as if nothing happened in the first place. But there's no way for me to erase my own existence. Because then, this world would have changed. The world in which Rinne survived due to my intervention.
最適解としては、セツナさんをそのままこの世界の現在へ、タイムトラベルを行った1999年の8月に引き戻すことでしょう。
That would keep history from being altered any further, and with a minimal impact on the future. So basically this was just history trying to find a way to sort of heal itself, right? To just sort of catapult me back into this timeline here right now. August 1999. In other words, I came back to our current present.
ですが、まだ不十分です。
The Setsuna of this world is dead.
セツナさんは持ち物、記憶、名前、すべてを奪われました。
Yeah, my existence on this world doesn't exist because the Setsuna that's actually in this parallel timeline has just sort of disappeared, right? In this parallel universe. This is getting so complicated, fuck. That way, I wouldn't be able to continue living as Setsuna in this world.
そして、リンネさんもまた、未来から来たセツナさんと出会ってしまったがために、その前後の記憶を奪われました。
So it's basically, history was just, right, because we traveled back into the past and altered things to such a significant point, but because of the regenerative powers of history itself, it tries to find a way to at some point set things on a course where it's going to at some, like we sort of talked about before, right, what Sara said, that if you take two different choice, like there's one choice, two options. If you pick right, the branching path goes to the right. If you pick left, the branching path goes to the left. But at some point, because of the regenerative powers of history, at some point it's going to steer both of those paths together again, where they sort of merge together at one singular point again. And that's what history tried to do here. That with me sort of fucking things up so much by trying to stubbornly save Rinne, that history was just trying to fill in the gaps to set it on a course of restoring itself as much as it possibly can. The idea was to prevent Rinne and me from meeting again in this world 5 years later. And if we did meet, we would just pass each other by as strangers. That's how everything was set up. I get it now. But our memories weren't erased entirely. I remembered Rinne's name, yep, and she remembered not mine. Even after traveling through time and crossing over into another world, I still remembered. Rinne, see? That's how dedicated I am to you, girl. No guy can say that they remember you after having crossed different timelines. There is no way I'd forget. Nothing could make me forget. The name of the one person who's important to me. The person dearest to me in this world. No, across all worlds.
No?
It's me, I'm Setsuna. It's me, baby. I am Setsuna after all. After having gone through a roller coaster, literal up and down of like, I'm Setsuna, I'm not Setsuna, I'm Setsuna, I'm not Setsuna, I'm not Setsuna, I'm Setsuna. I I can now conclusively say, I am Setsuna. It has to be a miracle, one that we created by our own hands. And this is why our destinies crossed that night on the beach. It's why we were able to meet again. Rinne. I reach out for her. This time, I found her for sure. The one I wanted to protect. The one I wanted to save. The one I've been searching for all this time. What? Gah! Huh? What? It all makes perfect sense! She backs away and opens the door behind her. Oh god. She's mad about me killing the other Setsuna, but I am Setsuna too! I mean, fuck. You're gonna interpret it that way? Really, Rinne? You're gonna interpret it that way? Okay. I'm a Setsuna from a different timeline. I killed the Setsuna from this timeline. She loved the Setsuna of this timeline, so she's upset at me for having killed the Setsuna of this timeline, despite me being that same Setsuna. I am still Setsuna though. May not be the Setsuna of this parallel universe, but I'm still Setsuna. But nah, she wants Setsuna of this parallel universe. But he dead. And he's only dead because I saved you. God damn it. Yes, you're Setsuna, I guess. I'm the same. I'm exactly the same person. Oh my god. Holy shit. I kind of understand where she's coming from, right? But it's gotta feel really shitty for us, right? We literally traveled through time, fucked up the course of history, just to save your life, save the life of the person that we love, and at the end of it, she's not happy. She is not happy with what I did. Because I killed her Setsuna. Fucking hell. You're a hard girl to please. Rinne? But I did it to save you! Murderer? Hey, maybe I killed him with my feet. You don't know? Who knows? How do you know I used my hands? No, of course I felt something, but like, my desire of wanting you to live was stronger than whatever emotions, feelings, struggles I was having about killing myself. I can't! It was literally between you dying or Setsuna. Girl! Oh my god. I can't please her. I can't. It's impossible. There's nothing I can do. Or at least nothing I can think of. I'm Setsuna. Oh my god. That's what the people said about you, you know? When you returned on the island, that you're just a fake. But we know that she's the real Rinne, but still. Funny that she's accusing me of being a fake, which is kind of technically true. Because a Setsuna from a different timeline, despite being the same person, in this timeline, we're a fake Setsuna. Because we're not the Setsuna of this timeline. Oh my god. So you're saying you would have rather had died and let that other Setsuna live on his own without you being there because you'd be dead? just wanted to save you.
私は命なんてどうでもよかったのに、セツナがいない世界で生きたいだなんて一度も思ったことはないのに。
Well, what did I go through all this fucking trouble for? Fucking hell, dude. I literally, he went to the absolute, like, maximum that you could go through, right? To, like, try and please her or whatever, to try and save her. And it still wasn't good enough.
セツナが死ぬのなら、私も隣で死にたかったのに。
Oh my God. There's literally no choice we could have made where we would end up living in a world where Rinne would be alive and would be happy about being alive.
そんなこともわからないあなたはセツナじゃない。そんなの私が絶対に認めない。
You're wrong. I'm sure Setsuna would have...
黙れ黙れ黙れ黙れ黙れ。勝手にセツナを語るな。分かった風な口を聞くな。セツナをバカにするな、侮辱するな、コケにするな。
Don't talk about him like you know him, but I am him. I am him. I am him though, girl. It's like she's saying as if she knows him better than me, but it is literally me. It is me though. Yes, there is a minor difference because we're from Setsuna's from different timelines, and that's the distinction that she makes, right? But like, it sounds so weird that she claims to know better about the person that is me from a different timeline. She knows me better than I know myself, kind of. That's what she's saying. What's the difference between her, Setsuna, and me? Well, I imagine that for her, right? I can see it from Rinne's perspective, because from Rinne's perspective, sure, I am the same I am the same Setsuna, right? But me, I have not gone through those experiences with Rinne that other Setsuna has gone through. And that's the thing that bonds her with her Setsuna, right? Her Setsuna, like, she's connected with that, with all the stories that she told us about her, everything that happened with her and her Setsuna, right? Like, that is not something I have gone through. I may be the exact same person, but I have not experienced those things with Rinne together. That's only something that her Setsuna in her timeline has experienced. I have not. And I guess that's the difference. What did he have that I don't? Or is this also a result of history trying to correct itself?
殺してやる。絶対にあなたを殺してやる。
You're gonna kill me too? Sara already killed me in her route. Fuck it, go ahead. Fucking kill me in your route too, Rinne. There may be another choice as well, like in the Karen route, where somehow she ends up killing me. I'm just destined for every girl in every route to just fucking kill me. Just do it. Maybe that's my destiny. That I'll never be Setsuna, no matter what I do.
セツナを殺したあなたを私がこの手でぶち殺してやる。
Maybe it would have been better if we'd never met.
私の一生をかけてでもあなたの全存在を否定してやる。
I should have ignored her that day on the beach.
あなたがセツナを殺した過去も私をめちゃくちゃにした今もその頭で思い描いてるくだらない未来も。
Can we do that? Can we just go back? Can we go back and just ignore her on the beach? Let's see what happens then. I don't think that path or that choice exists in this game. Oh man. Then we would have just kept on searching for each other forever, without ever knowing if the other was out there or not.
全部なかったことにしてやる。
She's gone crazy. But I would have been fine with that. It wouldn't bother me if the laws of cause and effect, the laws of physics, were broken entirely. It wouldn't bother me if the world returned to nothingness. Maybe that would have been better for you than this.
足りないわ。
そんなのじゃ全然足りない。何も満たされない。潤わない。癒されない。
What will? Killing me won't satisfy you? What will satisfy you?
そうだ。あなたの一番大切な人を殺してあげる。
Wait, but that's you! Oh my god, she's gonna kill herself. Rin, don't do it. She's gonna throw herself off the cliff.
あなたがちょっと目を離した隙に、あなたがこの世界で一番愛おしいと思う人の命を奪ってあげる。
Really? She's gonna kill herself?
その時あなたは初めて気がつくのよ。自分はなんてことをしたんだろうって。
That is the worst thing she can do, right? I went through all of this to save her. So she is the person that's most important to me, right? So yeah, if she were to like kill herself, that would kind of ruin everything what I have done and the reason why I've gone through all of this. Is that really? That's how you're gonna... Rin, oh my god.
そして生まれて初めて生きるのが死よりも苦痛になるのよ。
It probably would. Hey, Rin. The person dearest to me is right here in front of me. Yeah, she knows that. She's right here. We finally got this far. After crossing through time, through different
ほ
worlds.
ら、言いなさいよ。言ってみなさいよ。
What do you mean, them?
その
If I say your name, will that help you realize?
すぐに殺してあげるから。一番苦しむ方法で殺してあげるから。
But it's you, Rin. Are you literally going to kill yourself if I say your name? Or will you really do as you say?
早く言いなさいよ。世界で一番愛おしいと思う人。
You know who it is. You know who it is, Rin. She's right. If living hurts more than dying, then she's not going to mind it, however painful it is. It would save her.
いいから早く言え。
Oh god. In that case, it's my mission. Isn't that right? Rin.
リンネ。それがあなたが世界で一番愛おしいと思う人の名前。
I'm daring her. I'm daring her like, yep, it's you, Rin. Are you gonna kill yourself? Yeah. That's right. The name of the one I'm here to save. Oh shit. Well, she's officially lost it.
わかった。殺してくる。
What are you gonna do? Look at yourself in the mirror and then break the mirror? What? Oh god. She's gonna jump off the cliff. Rin disappears beyond the curtain of rain. The pitter-patter of the falling rain is all that remains. It makes me want to cover my ears. Was I unable to get through to her? Did I fail to reach her? With my words? My acts? My feelings? Can't I save her somehow?
せつなさん、
I don't know what the fuck I can do anymore. Oh, Sara. I forgot she was here. Yeah, well, Sara, well, you're here too. Oh. It's fine. I think I understand how she feels. I know why she's upset. Why she's angry. There are many destinies out there as there are futures, and as many worlds as there are destinies awaiting us. There may be a version of me who chose to stay on the island, and one who chose to leave, yep. A version of me who's still alive, and one who's dead. One who chose to live with Rin, and one who chose somebody else. An infinite number of Setsunas. Who could judge which is the real one? Whether the others are fakes? Well, it's a relative thing, right? For the people in this timeline, everybody in this that belongs in this parallel universe, that's the real ones for them. Rin can. Because she's met that Setsuna before and spent time with him. I mean, I feel the same. She's not the Rin I used to love. What's real and what's fake? The answer is simple. If this world had its past tampered with, and I'm the one responsible, what are we gonna do? Try and set everything straight again? then this whole world is fake, and the world I came from is real. The Rinne who loved me is dead. That's a thing as well, right? She is not the Rinne from my timeline. The Rinne that has in my parallel universe has died. So like, despite the fact that we are the same people, the same person, you're still not exactly that that Rinne. You're not my Rinne. She is not my Rinne in the same way that I am not her Setsuna. No matter how many times I rewrite the past, that one fact won't change.
けどせつなさんは
Yeah, I still wanted to save her, despite everything. Even if she's a fake. Even if she'll be out of my reach forever. I just wanted her to live. I thought I could deal with anything else, as long as she was alive. But I never even considered that life might be tougher on her than death.
ならまだ間に合います。
What can I do?
せつなさんにはリンネさんを救うことができます。
How? But I killed Setsuna. I deprived Rinne of everything she had.
せつなだからとかリンネだからとかは関係ありません。人には人を救う力があります。きっとあるはずです。
How? I would literally have to go back in time to the point before I kill the other Setsuna and not kill him. But then we all know how that plays out. Setsuna's gonna die, and Rinne... Oh, no, I mean Rinne dies there, because Setsuna's the one that's gonna go on the boat. So, that doesn't change anything either. The power to save others.
だって覚えてたじゃないですか。
What?
せつなであることを全部奪われても、せつなさんは覚えてたじゃないですか。
What do you mean?
リンネさんのことを。
Yeah?
それはきっと人の力です。神だとか運命だとかを超えたせつなさん自身の力です。
My power as the player?
記憶は救えたんです。
Well, I mean, I have save files, if that's what you mean. Alright, look,
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
I have save files here. Is that what you're talking about?
なら、リンネさんだって救えるはずです。
My memories weren't the only thing I retained. My hand goes to the pocket of my shorts, and through the fabric, I feel my dick. That CD. Oh, the CD! Rinne's voice may have been taken from her, but I still have it right here in my pocket.
このままだとリンネさんは自分で自分を殺してしまいます。
She's planning to kill herself.
救えるのは神でも運命でもなく、せつなさんです。
Is she telling me to believe? Not in others or in some omniscient being, but in myself. Yep, in myself. I'm gonna go and look for Rinne. Will you help me? I'll treat you to some grilled corn later. Hell, you can have all the corn you want if you help me.
Hey!
Let's do this!